Hey everyone, it's Jamie from BestNerdLife, and welcome to another episode of Nerdy Thrifts, a video series where I go around my local and not so local charity shops to try and find some nerdy bargains. In this episode, I've got a bunch of stuff for you, including a really nice haul from a car boot. Now I'm going to be honest, I did actually film an intro on the Hoe, which is in Plymouth. It's a nice big open area, it's green, it's beautiful, all that kind of stuff. Because it was a lovely day. Basically, because it was so windy, you really could not hear anything that I said. So I decided to re-record in the safety of my office. So without further ado, let's get going. Alright, let's start with a couple of books from my childhood. I have found a couple more Animorphs stuff. Got the Solution there featuring Rachel, as well as The Stranger, again featuring Rachel, and also the Hawk-Bajir Chronicles, which is kind of a spin-off to do with the Animorphs. Yeah, I love those books. Still in the same charity shop here, and I found a bunch of Xbox 360 games, quite a few good ones like Bulletstorm. I really enjoyed that. Fallout, New Vegas, Saints Row, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, this was a really good collection, but you know what? Not for the price. I couldn't either get these cheaper or I've already got them, so I decided to leave all of them. And then also right at the end, after I show you Soul Calibur, I found Crimson Skies, which I would have got for £5, but the disc was cracked, so I left it. Moving on to this glass cabinet, and I found a couple of Wii games, including Wii Sports for £9 apparently. Already got it, so yeah, didn't get it. And then also £7.50 for Super Mario Galaxy Behind the Good Life. Yeah, that is still a game that I want, but you know what? I'm gonna wait a little bit longer to see if I can get it for cheaper. Moving on to the next charity shop here, and I managed to find what I believe to be film splicers. You know, those things that kind of physically connect physical rolls of film together. Like, yeah, 8mm and 16mm. I have no experience with any of this stuff. It's kind of obsolete now. But you know what? This stuff is really interesting to me. It was big, it was hefty, I couldn't get it out of the box. But it's just something I didn't need, so you know what? I left it. But it was cool to see. Moving on to this glass cabinet now, and I managed to find a couple of things, namely a big box kind of PC game expansion pack for Microsoft Flight Simulator for a tenner, also 2 PSP games and the UMD video, each for £5. Yeah, I just really didn't want to spend that much for each of these items, so I decided to leave it altogether. Moving a little bit deeper into this charity shop, and I found a Sony Trinitron CRT TV. I was so tempted to get this for 25 quid. It's exactly the type of thing I was looking for. It was big, it was chunky, it did seem all there, although as you see in a minute, the front plate kind of fell off, so I don't know if that was broken or not. But yeah, for 25 quid this would have been a bargain, but I just didn't have the capacity to take it home, and I really regret not getting it, because when I went back it was gone. Absent-mindedly flicking through these CDs here, and I was really happy that I did, because I found some PC games, or like activity centres. This was a Chicken Run fun pack. Yeah, I love that film, so anything to do with Chicken Run, definitely picking up, as well as this Microsoft Revenge of Arcade PC bundle. And yet this works absolutely fine in my modern day PC, so I'll probably do a video on that later on. Looking through another rack and another charity shop, and I found a couple of just random games really. Nothing really of note except this last thing which is coming up, although I did like Buzz when it was new. Yep, the StarCraft 2. I don't really know much about StarCraft, it's definitely something that I never got into. Maybe that'll change, I don't know. Okay, some very weird kind of nostalgia bells going off in my brain for this next thing. Eventually when I get to it, eventually, keep going. Wombling, the Wombling song, and Remember You're a Womble. Yeah, I used to love the Wombles as a kid. It was like a British kind of children's TV show. Yeah, just some weird nostalgia bells going off, as I said. checking out this bric-a-brac section to find a mouse. This is like apparently an optical 520 DPI accelerator mouse. Yeah, as you can see, the top is actually open and the mouse inside isn't actually the one advertised, but I did get it anyway because it was an official Microsoft PS2 ball mouse and I'm always needing one of them. Next up is a piece of big box software. You know what? I'm always on the lookout for big box games, big box pieces of software, but this was just a really random thing and it cost £6 and it's just not something that I really want. If it was a little bit cheaper, I would have got it. So yeah, I'm sorry, I left it. On to another section of that same charity shop. And yeah, you can see me in the background there with my little tiny video camera. And I'm looking at what is essentially a pop graveyard. Yeah, these things are totally starting to come into charity shops. I guess they're going out of fashion, I don't know. A lot of these were kind of in boxes but not in the packaging. Yeah, I just left them anyway. In the glass case next to that, I found a DS with 100 classic book collection game thing for 50 quid. I mean, not a terrible price, but not a specifically good one either. And you know what? I've got my 3DS. I don't really want a regular DS, so I left it for someone else. Onto one more glass cabinet next to the previous ones, and I found this Han Solo comic book. I'm not a huge comic book fan, and I'm definitely not a huge Star Wars fan, so this thing definitely wasn't for me. But you know what? I think it looks really, really awesome mounted in that frame, so I decided to share it. I occasionally take a trip into my local CEX, and on occasion I find some interesting things, like this Pocket Neo Geo. Yeah, for £180 I will not be getting one of those, although the 135 one is pretty good. But as you can see around it, some really, really rare and expensive games apparently. Yeah, I'm not getting them, but it was interesting to see. After that, I decided to go to a carboot because they are coming back now that the weather's kind of turning better. And I found this really chunky Pikachu. Getting that for my girlfriend, as well as this really derpy looking Squirtle. Didn't get that. As well as Tails, which, yeah, Sonic movie coming out, or it's out now actually when I'm recording it. Can't wait. Also found this boxed wireless keyboard and mouse set. Yeah, I've already got enough mice and keyboards and all that kind of stuff, but this was really cool because I thought it was like a really kind of decent build aesthetic. Yeah, you know, don't need one, but it was cool anyway. I also found a few games and accessories, as you can see here. I got a couple like Open Season for the PSP, as well as some of the Wii games up there, like Emergency Mayhem and Kings of Clubs. Never heard of them, didn't have them. And I also found a GameCube memory card, 128 megabytes, all for £1 each. And then last but not least, I found a bunch of videotapes. There was stuff in here that just had such huge nostalgic value to me. Yeah, this box was really cool. Like, wait for it, Wayne's World 2 and Wayne's World 1. Yeah, as I said, this box was full of amazing memories. The guy was selling it all for £5 for the lot. I just didn't have like a capacity to take it all home, so I got the Wayne's World 1 and 2 for £1 together. Fantastic. I really regret not getting the rest of the stuff. And here is the haul for this particular video. What a range of random stuff. I got that stuffed Pikachu, I got that Microsoft mouse, I got the Wombles vinyl, I got 2 Wii games, I got a PSP game, I got 3 Animorphs books, but I forgot to include the third one here. Also, Wayne's World 1 and 2, videotapes, 2 kind of PC fun packs, and a GameCube memory card. Yeah, you definitely don't know what you're going to get in these runs, and that is one of the things that I like about it. You really don't know what you're going to get. But in any case, if you enjoyed this video, then by all means like, comment, subscribe, do all that social media goodness, and as always, keep living that best nerd life.